Good evening from Rural Living with Paul and Buen. We have a special treat for you tonight. Chef Buen is making homemade bread and a special treat, cinnamon rolls, because she knows I like them. So I'll leave you to it. She'll walk you through it. So you just tell what you're doing, Buen. Tell them how many ingredients you're putting in and what. I'll leave it with you.
Just mix raisin, walnuts, and I'm gonna add a little bit of.
Tell them how many walnuts and raisins, like half a cup or a cup or.
It depends how much you want into your. And I'm going to mix the almond.
I'm sure it'll be delicious, so I'll leave you to it, Chef Buen.
See? I'm just mixing all together.
And maybe you should show what I made for you tonight.
Yeah, he made a delicious salmon bake.
Baked salmon with onion and lemon. That's right. That's right. Okay.
And don't forget the sugar. Brown sugar. Oh no, it's so hard. Now how I'm going to get that? Maybe you can help me to crack that.
I think there's a way you can do it in the microwave, Buen.
Microwave? No, we're not going to melt it. And ground cinnamon. So it's easy for me.
Buen,
Just
you're the chef. It's all up to you how you're going to do it, because I'm going in to relax. After cooking that salmon, I'm tired. There you go.
okay. That is not gonna work. It's so hard, so I'm gonna find a new sugar. So I have it here. Mix brown sugar, nuts, walnuts and almond nuts, and some raisin. So maybe it's up to you. There's a measurement, but I already know how much I need, so I just estimated. That's what I do. But if you want the recipe, then you can comment onto the video, and I'm willing to give it to you. So I'll set aside. And this is the dough that I prepared already like 2 hours ago, and it's all double the size, not even double, just like 3 times the size. So I'm gonna put them here. Yeah, I cleaned this surface, so I'm sure that it's very clean. First, we need to make it sure clean, so because this is food. I have my scraper that I bought back in Singapore like 13 years ago. Yes. So I'm gonna spread some flour on the surface so it won't stick, because we're going to flatten up. So on my dough, I didn't need this one, so I just put all the ingredients like the flour, yeast, 6 eggs. It's my recipe. And lukewarm milk and some water, just enough to make the dough mix. Now, I don't think so this is only fit in one tray, so I need to cut this one up. As you can see, it's nice and fluffy. Yes, it's on. It's big. This one. All right. That's gonna be a half. Okay. It's a bit wet, so we need to put some flour. Okay. You just fold it to incorporate, and we're going to knead it flat, and then roll it, and we're going to cut in a portion, and of course after we put all the filling that we mix up. Make sure when we use the rolling pin, it won't stick. So need to be elastic. It's too easy to manage. Yep, you need more flour. I want this to be elastic. The good thing in bread is you can correct it if something wrong with it. You just add flour. If it's too wet, then you can fix it. Unlike cake, you need really exact measurement of the flour and everything. I want this to be elastic until Alright, think that's all we need. Now, let the flour on the surface so we can this is heavy marble rolling pin, so you don't need your more pressure. I think my dough is still rising, so after we're going to put the filling, and we still need to wait at least 20 minutes to rise, and then we can ready to the oven. Please. So we're making a big rectangle shape. Alright, we're going to get the melted butter that soft butter, I mean. So there's the softened butter. We're going to spread it into our dough. Of course, it's easier to use the brush. Yeah, I have a supervisor here beside me.
I certainly hope you clean up after.
Oh,
You're getting more on the counter.
oh, sorry, baby. I have
What?
to go after I have a
No,
meeting.
that is not going to happen. You are going to. A good chef always cleans up after him or herself.
Did you clean after you cook?
Yes, I did.
Alright. Alright, guess we're ready for the filling. Okay, so this is the mix of cinnamon, brown sugar, and nuts. We're gonna spread all over.
Do you want this on?
No, not yet. Because we need 10 or 20 minutes up before we're baking. Making sure that every part have something on. And there's more enough for one more recipe because I'm going to make two roll of cinnamon roll today. Okay, so now is the folding parts. Okay, I'm gonna fold into the side because I don't want to lick that melted softer butter when it bake, and then it will leak into that dough, so make it sure that we sealed it. Okay, now sometimes it will stick also, but it's good thing I have this scrape. It will help me a lot. Okay, here we go. Need a little bit flour. It's okay if not perfect when it's already baked. It's gonna be perfect shape. And it's only for us, so it doesn't matter. We're not selling and no neighbor to share with, so just me and him. And if his brothers come over and we still have, then we can share. Too bad we cannot share with his mommy because where he is in a lockdown again because of this COVID thing. So I'm going to make a new one when it's okay for her to go out. Alright, we need to make sure that we sealed. There you go. I'm gonna post over here so you guys can see. There. You just pins in there. And we're going to cut in a portion. Alright. So I can use this also to cut. And I already prepared baking tray with parchment paper. We can spread a little bit of butter in there. There we go. And now we can cut. So how many pieces could be? In order to cut in the same size, we need to cut in a half first. And cut in half. Cut half. Okay. And cut half. This is gonna be big when it's baked. So this is look like before going to bake, and we'll see what happened after. Okay, so we're gonna line it up here. There. Okay, so we're doing the next one already. You want to show that? This is the first batch.
Yes, I just made this.
So it's ready for baking. So we can set the oven for 370 degrees. Please. And we bake for 25 minutes, I guess. This is big. Oopsie. So this recipe is just flour, salt, a bit sugar, and yeast, and lukewarm water and milk, and 6 pieces of eggs for 7.5 cup of plain flour.
And how much yeast?
In the recipe they said 2 tablespoons, but I only use 1 tablespoon. You can adjust. And I only use 1 tablespoon of yeast, but still, while I'm preparing this dough, it's still rising. Alright, I think that's all we can do now. I can spread all over this one, but because my counter is not that big. Okay, so soften butter. I'm gonna spread it out. You can be generous. It doesn't hurt the recipe anyway, so. And I put enough for the other one. So that's what we're doing here in our channel, Rural Living with Paul and Buen. So today I started my soil into my garden, and I already collected some animal manure. Oh, that's the beeping. Means it's ready for the baby. Okay, I will do it. Okay, we're going to put the other one in the oven. While we're preparing this one, and that one will bake, and very good. Okay. So we'll set the oven for 375 degrees. And it said it baked for 25 minutes, so we'll see. And now I'm going to put the filling to the next batch. I got more. I just made enough, perfect for the filling in here. just in case. Put all around it. And I'm gonna get from here and the edge. There you go. And then this side. Okay, and this side. Make it sure you're not gonna be leaking after. Okay. So we can put like that. You can stretch. There you go. And stretch a little bit more there.